Hey everybody, this is Pamela, and this is my video for pregnancy week 38. It is almost Saturday evening, so I'm almost 39 weeks pregnant. I'll be 39 weeks on Monday. Take out my gum. Sorry. Had my doctor's appointment on Tuesday, and they did check for dilation and all that, and when she checked me, she immediately said, "You are in no way ready to have this baby." She said that I'm not really thinned out hardly, just a little bit, and I'm not dilated at all, which I was really surprised, because I've been having a lot of, the false contractions, Braxton Hicks, whatever you want to call them, and with my last pregnancy, I was like 3 to 4 centimeters for weeks before I had my baby, so a little bit concerning. I'm wondering if for some reason I'm not going to dilate, or I'm going to get a C-section or something. I'm that kind of person though. I start thinking negatively unnecessarily. So I'm just going to keep calm about it and remind myself that, at the time of the check at the beginning of the week, I had almost 2 weeks to go. So, still not sleeping like at all. Sleeping little bits here, waking up all night long, and I'm becoming very emotionally distraught because of that. I almost feel like I'm having postpartum depression before I have the baby, and I know it's not just me. I know it's a product of what's going on around me right now. Really stressed out with my work, and there's nobody to talk to about it. And when I do talk to people, they just go, "Oh, well, it's too bad nobody really kind of understands from where I'm coming from." I feel like every time I just get my house the way I want it to be ready for the baby, everybody in this house just tears it apart and treats it like a barn. So I feel like I'm cleaning up the same mess 50 times a day, and it's really disappointing to me. The only room I can say that stays the way I want it is this room, because nobody dares come in here, because they know how hard I've worked on it. I don't want it ruined, Trying to think if there's anything else. Can't really think of anything. Yeah, so the doctor's appointment went fine. My blood pressure was fine. They told me to try Gravol at bedtime, but I really don't like Gravol that much, so I haven't tried that yet. But I'm very tempted to at this point, because I'm just getting so... having a pain. I feel like just sitting upright like this on a couch or chair or anything is just so uncomfortable. I feel like I almost have to be laid back or laying down to make room for the baby, because whenever she moves, it just seems like she just doesn't have any room left. And that's how I felt right at the end with my last pregnancy. It's almost like every movement is painful. The baby still is getting like hiccups at least 2 or 3 times a day, which is really funny. And it's funny because she always seems to get them after I eat, if that makes any sense. Still can't decide on a name for her, which is kind of stressing me out, because I would just like to know in my heart what to name her. I have it narrowed down to 3 first names with variations of middle names. My first choice ever since before I was pregnant was Clementine, but I'm sure some of you have gasped hearing that, because it's not a very common name. But it was just a name that I loved. Like, I just love that name and can't get it out of my head, and everybody I've told it to has just been so negative about it that it's almost made me afraid to name her that. So then I have my 2 backup names, like my more safe names, Gabrielle or Amy. So yeah, our last name is Anton. So Clementine Anton, Gabrielle Anton, or Amy Anton. As for middle names, I'll kind of probably maybe use one of those first names, whatever one's not used for a first name as a middle name, or perhaps my mother-in-law's name, which is also, it's Diane. So I'm more concerned with the first name right now, and I'm sure the middle name will be easy to come to once we decide the first name. It's not a matter of having to appease my husband. He's very easygoing about what to name the baby. It's just me. So worst case scenario, I'll know what to name her when I see her. Yeah, I'm kind of at that point in my pregnancy right now. I'm just feeling very lonely, and I'm feeling like nobody really understands how I feel, and because all of my frustrations and fatigue and everything stems from pregnancy, it seems like everybody around me is just like, oh well, you know, you're pregnant, you don't have much longer. But anybody out here who's watching this knows that at your last couple of weeks it feels like time is going backwards, and there's really no escape from your own psychosis. I'm dreadfully afraid of the labor and delivery after my last situation with being in so much pain. So it's almost like I don't want to be pregnant anymore, but I'm afraid for the part where I have the baby. I'm just kind of at a point right now where I feel like nobody in my family or my circle of friends understands how I feel, and I almost feel like nobody really cares. I don't know. I'm sure that there is a portion of that which is me being really sensitive and emotional because of pregnancy hormones, but I really feel like the more I verbalize how I'm feeling these days, the more I'm ignored. So I've been kind of down in the dumps lately, but if I can just make it through this next week of work and not let my emotions and fatigue get the better of me, then hopefully things will be okay. Before I finish the video, I'll just quickly show you guys. I got the baby's the changing pad for the change table. It's one of the little ones like with the like the lip on the side, and I got the kind of soft furry pink cover, which is really nice. It was like terribly expensive though. Like with tax it was like $50 with the cover and everything, but I thought it was nice and comfy for her. And anyway guys, actually, you know, I just realized I've never even done a belly shot ever because I'm self-conscious, but who even cares at this point? So there's my pregnant stomach, if I'm doing it right. I don't know if it looks pregnant or not. I know I'm pregnant, but anyway, I guess I'll be doing a week 39 update in the next few days because I'm almost 39 weeks. Talk to you guys later. Bye.